So, there's a saying. I don't know. Is it The Godfather? It's one of them. It's one of them American mafia films, and they say something like, "Every time I tried to get back out, I tried to get out, I kept getting pulled back." So I've been approached um, to be. So I've been approached by the BBC um, to be a guy, a character, a well-known figure, Viv Graham. Of course, he has been in several of my books, notably the Free Lee Duffy ones. Uh, Obviously, you got to mention the documentaries, and so the BBC are planning on. Well, they are. So they're going to be making a six-part series, um, and I'm going to be involved. Yeah, as I said, I've kind of introduced certain people to filmmakers and the directors. So that's what's happening. So I suppose um, I was useful. Uh, yeah, as I said, I'm always trying to get out, and no matter how always I'm done with kind of true crime, there's always something which kind of goes, "Hang on a minute, can you just give an interview on here? Do you know anything about so and so?" Obviously, there's far more. Well, there's some really notable figures involved, family members, uh, close friends, boxing associates, and so it's going to be basically about the man, rather than the folklore, mythical tales, if you like. Um, yeah, there's a lot of it tied to Lee Duffy. He flattened four doormen, but because it was over 30 years ago, the tall stories have attached themselves and the bullshitters that are out there, and in actual fact, the four doormen he flattened in 2024 is now double figures. And I think a lot of it is like Viv's. That's the kind of, you know, it's almost like the Loch Ness Monster, Robin Hood in Nottingham, and yeah, you've got. It's very hard to separate fact from fiction, because a lot of it has been uh, forever embedded in Tyneside folklore. But credit to the filmmakers, very very talented. Um, I won't name who they are, but I'm it'll probably come out next week. And yeah, there's going to be like basically a proper portrait of who the guy was. I think not only, for instance, I think there was one or two stories in uh, the Alan Thompson book, because Viv was very good to Alan. Not only Alan, just like a lot of the footballers. Um, I don't think Lee Clark knew him that well, but particularly Steve Watson. Um, he kind of looked after them, if you like. And in Alan's book, I think he had one or two stories. Was actually there in a bar once when a couple of people come in to fight with Viv, which is it's in the book anyway. I'm not going to spoil it. If anyone wants to know the story, you've got to buy a Geordie Boy. But yeah, so I'm going to be meeting BBC, and the plan is well, it's not a plan. It's actually 100%. So there's going to be a Viv Graham documentary, a six-part series. The first, so I think series six, and the other series were viewed like millions of views. I know there was some on Manchester, Liverpool. Curtis Warren was one of them, and yeah, I'm sure there's the people involved, and some of the people have actually always been quiet until now, and it was actually coming up for 30. Well, it's just gone 30 years, hasn't it? So I think some people have thought, what? In actual fact, it's actually time to have my say. It's not really interested in the criminal aspect, if you like. It was just really his childhood, the boxing side of things, and actually who was the man rather than the myth. Who was the dad, the son, the brother, the husband, if you like, or the partner. And yeah, I'm sure there'll be an absolute huge interest. So Viv Graham, the documentary is between now and May is it's going to be made, and look out for it. Made by the BBC.